Hello, it's Leanne Peters here. I'm from templeofbalance.com.au, Temple of Balance on Facebook and Temple of Balance on YouTube. And I'm here to pull some cards for this week ahead. So I trust that you're having a good flow and you have a great week ahead as we connect. So we're switching into a new month. The best month of the year, I must say, is May. So we are transitioning into May this week, which is exciting. First of all, before I start, I want to send out an extra special welcome to my Temple of Balance patrons, my Pillar of Light family, and all of those of you who do support my work through my website. Thank you so much for your support. What I'm going to be doing today is pulling a card, pulling cards from my combined Animal Kingdom Oracle cards with my Speed of Light Oracle. And I'll be using this deck, combined deck, 110 cards, to look for the best card for Monday. That's Monday the 27th today, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday the 1st of May, Saturday the 2nd, Sunday the 3rd, and then the best card for the theme for this whole week ahead. I'm not pulling cards for individuals. This is general guidance for everyone. So I trust that you've been led here for a reason. I trust that something shared will be helpful and supportive for you. So take on board what feels right, what resonates, and what fits into your life at this time, and let the rest go. You may want to think of this recording as a resource to check in with as you progress through your week. So maybe check in on Thursdays, check in on Saturdays, check in each day, every second day, halfway through the week, whatever resonates and works for you. It's good just to recap, get our bearings, and keep focusing on moving forward. So let's pause the video, and I'm going to set up my board, and we're going to pull some cards and have a look and see what they are. So I'll be back in just a moment. Okay, so we have our board, we have our cards. So I'm going to shuffle the cards now, and I'm shuffling the cards and asking and holding the intention that the best cards that the majority of us need at this time, that they come to the top of the deck. And we're looking for the best card for Monday the 27th of April, Tuesday the 28th of April, Wednesday the 29th of April, Thursday the 30th of April, Friday the 1st of May, Saturday the 2nd of May, and Sunday the 3rd of May. And then I want to look for the best card for the theme for this whole week ahead. So I would usually hold that intention in my head, but because I'm doing it this way, so I think sometimes it's good to see or hear how other people might pull their cards. So the best cards for this week ahead are these. So we've got Monday, Tuesday, I'm going to put those down, it's so much easier, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and the theme. And look at all of these black cards. These black cards are the Speed of Light Oracle in this deck. There are 55 of those and 55 of these cards too, the Animal Kingdom. So we have obviously a lot of Speed of Light Oracle, and this is already indicating that this is going to be a very truth-focused and direct week. So there's no fluffing around the edges this week, is what I'm just feeling from the cards that have come up. But let's look at the cards in more detail. This is Monday the 27th of April, and it's card 47 called it's the Cockatoo, and it says be compromising. So on Monday we've been encouraged to find a compromise. This may be a compromise with other people who we're dealing with. It may be a compromise we need to find with ourselves. Sometimes I see this quite a lot in people that have physical issues that they're dealing with, health issues we could say, and wanting to not compromise with what the body needs. So the body, our body, whether we're feeling healthy or not healthy, or we're dealing with things in our body, it is an area that we need to really compromise and listen to, because If our body is unwell, it's going to pull our whole energy down. So if we can compromise and work our way through any physical ailments or issues that we may have that we may be resisting or rejecting or trying to dominate, we're being encouraged to soften that on Monday, to find a compromise. This is Tuesday the 28th of April. It's card 35 called Support, and it says comfort, loved ones and reassurance. This card would only come up if we were feeling unsupported, unloved, or feeling doubtful about where we're going. So this is a really nice comfort, supportive card that's offering love and support for us. If we're closed off to it and we are not open to the support that's there, we may not even notice its presence on Tuesday. So part of the way that we could support ourselves is to keep reassuring ourselves that this situation is temporary. We are moving through this. We are supported and loved, and to find things to be grateful for are great ways of amplifying or amping up our support network. And really it's about how much we can support ourselves. So support is big on Tuesday. Our loved ones in spirit are also coming in close, most likely on Tuesday. But at this time, there is a very close connection with our loved ones in spirit. The veil between the spirit world and the physical world is very thin right now. So our loved ones in spirit are certainly letting us know that they are close by. This is Wednesday, the 29th of April, and we have light codes, card 41. It says incoming information, memories and language. This is energy coming into our crown or into our body or into our life. This is usually memories, a remembering of sorts. We might think of these as codes or information that's coming in from the universe above and down into our body and into our life. It may show up in our life on Wednesday as a learning of something, an understanding something better or deeper. It may come in through our writing on Wednesday or our creating. This is about helping us remember who we are and give us more information that we need in moving forward. It may be seeking out information. We may be doing some research or looking at talking to an expert about things that we're not sure about. So this is seeking more information that we can use in the future. So this is quite nice, and it's quite high energy coming in. Learning comes with that. This card is for Thursday, the 30th of April, the last day of the month. And it's card 30 on the 30th called Black Panther. And Black Panther says, to find acceptance. So on Thursday, we've been encouraged to find an acceptance with something that we've been struggling to accept. Something we've been struggling to deal with or struggling to move on from or move through. We've been encouraged to find some acceptance. So how can we settle into the space now? Excuse me. Instead of resisting, rejecting, or trying to control the situation. Be compromising. Find acceptance. Now this is Friday's card, Friday the 1st of May. And it's a great card to come up for Friday. It's card 33 called Gaia. And it says spring, nature, message, listen and life. And this is first of all reminding us to connect or spend some time in nature at the capacity that we can on Friday, if that's something we're inspired to do. There's also this sense of spring in the air, and we're being encouraged to really listen to what life is trying to offer us and bring forth for us at this time. We have to really pay attention to the synchronicities and the signs and the feelings that we have as we're moving through our journey, because many things are pointing to the same thing or the same feeling at this time. So we can really listen to what our body, what our emotions, and what life is trying to tell us, because it's trying to push us or pull us into a new, more uplifted direction, which brings us more into alignment with our life. This is Saturday the 2nd of May, and what a great card to follow. It's card 6 called Butterfly, and it says hearts opening, freedom, passion and action. And this is such an inspiring card, and it really helps us. So as we're moving through, especially from Friday into Saturday, there's this sense of reconnection with ourselves. These cards, feels like this is morphed from this one, almost like a caterpillar and a butterfly. So there feels to be a transformation overlap here between Friday and Saturday as we start getting further, building our connection with our life, and recognizing that life actually is created or manifests from our inner life, our inner world, our inner space, our heart. So she's dreaming here, she's thinking of new possibilities, new ideas, new potentials, new beginnings, new projects, new creations she wants to create as she dreams about the future. Her heart is open, she's motivated, she's ready, and she's ready to take action to move forward and pursue her passions and pursue her freedom, knowing that it all comes from inside her. There's a slight sense with this card that we're being, even though our emotions, our body are connected with the life that's being revealed to us, a lot of this is coming from what we're seeing in our life, what's playing out around us and in nature. Now this card is for Sunday the 3rd of May, and it's card 42 called the Tree Maiden, and it says ending, surrender, growth and illumination. This is suggesting that something on Sunday is going to be coming to an end, and this will be a part of our life that's expired. And we're ready now to close the door on the past. Something is probably going to be amplified, and it's probably going to be amplified on Saturday and Sunday and maybe into the new week of Monday. So this is an amplification where things are under the magnifying glass and may seem a little louder and more complicated and more complex and bigger than what they really are. So the reason that this thing's amplified, if that happens for us, is that it's trying to get our attention, to bring our attention to something that needs ending, it needs finishing, it needs completion. So there's endings on Sunday and an illumination, and whatever it comes from this, it's going to bring growth, positive growth. Growth is always positive, even if it comes from a situation that's somewhat negative or somewhat traumatic. As if we're growing, that's a positive thing. If we're becoming better people from our most difficult and challenging of situations and events and experiences, then we're really rising up out of that. So quite a big week, especially as we round up the week. So Thursday into Friday, Saturday, Sunday feel to be quite strong. This is our theme card, which helps bring these days together and helps us see the bigger picture for the week ahead. And we have card 12 called Floating. It says spontaneous calling, mental break and escape. So this week, on highlight for the theme for this week ahead, we've been encouraged to take a mental break. Now, if you haven't heard me say, because I've said it many times in this last week or so, many of us in the last week or so have been looking closely at our routine and the things that we're mentally stressed by, mentally pressured by. Now, if this is something you haven't had time to look at, which is a great excuse for our mind likes to make us think we've got no time for that, and that's what overwhelm is. And often when I'm starting to feel overwhelmed and I catch myself saying, I don't have time for that, then I actually stop. I make a list of the things that I have to do, I get some perspective on it, and I usually take a break. So if you've been mentally burdened, mentally bogged down, if you're just stressed out, overwhelmed this week, you're being encouraged to take a general break, a mental break. So a mental break may require a physical break, but especially a mental break. Don't fill up your week too much this week. Don't overbook yourself. Don't overcommit to things. Don't put too much pressure on yourself so that you can take that much needed break. It may just be for a day or two, it may be for most of the week because it's our theme. And what this card brings is a new perspective. So as we take a mental break, as we sever some connections, even just briefly, this will help us reset our routine, and also get a new perspective of where we're at. Okay, so interesting week ahead, and I feel, you know, we're getting repetitive, we could say messages or guidance and things that are coming up again like a week later. So just reminding us, you know, when things arise, when we are inspired to make shifts to our routine or take a break, reset, stop if we're able to, then this is a really important thing to follow through with, because things keep cropping up like a week or so later, just in case we haven't done that. So if you're overwhelmed at this time, then it's really important to do something about it. And what I've noticed with overwhelm is that it's very much a mental state, and our mind is just totally bombarded with whatever and pressure and things that we've been put under. So if we can stop and look at what we have to do, sometimes we'll see that it's not as much as what our mind leads us to believe. So taking a break from that is often really important. And we might think, well, that's counterproductive because I'm overwhelmed because I've got so much to do. Why should I be taking a break? I actually find it works really well. So see how you go, see how you feel, and if the way you've been dealing with your feelings of overwhelm or feeling pressured and stressed out, if that's not working for you, then maybe you could try it. Try my suggestion and see if it works for you. Don't take my word for it. I'd rather you sit with it and see if that fits with your lifestyle right now, if that fits with what you've got going on. If it doesn't fit, then maybe make some adjustments to that. But see how you go. See how you go. So thank you so much. So if you've enjoyed the video, please hit the thumbs up button. Please show us some love. Please comment or share if you're inspired to. And if you want to connect more privately, please send us a message through our website. I've got quite a few things coming up. We've got a lot of art focus at the moment as I'm stepping into my role as a teacher of the arts. I have one-on-one video art sessions available online. I currently have a few students, which I'm really excited about. So hello to any of my art students watching. I've never been able to say that before, so it's actually quite empowering, and it feels to me very personal in me stepping into this new phase of my own teaching and creating and sharing. So I'm really excited. So if you would like to connect with some one-on-one art sessions from beginners to more intermediate stuff, then please have a look on my website at templeofbalance.com.au. and see if it resonates with you. And these will be open or offered until the 1st of September, because once we get out of isolation and we pass through winter, I have other things that I need to focus on. So this is a short-term offering at this point. So check that out if you're interested. Also on Friday, that's this Friday, the 1st of May, I'm opening up registrations for my first ever art tutorial, which is in some instructional videos, high definition videos, creating or drawing a tree, a really cool, gnarly, a really cool perspective of a tree. And so there'll be more information on that as the week progresses. So keep an eye out on my Facebook page, also on my website. So we're opening registrations on the 1st of May, ready to start the experience on the 11th of May. So keep your eye out for that if you're interested. If you want to learn more about my cards, my work that I do at Temple of Balance, my pendants, my creations, my earrings, all this sort of stuff, please have a look at templeofbalance.com.au. I've been running Temple of Balance for over 15 years now, so I've accumulated a lot of resources and a lot of experience. And there's a lot of free resources, there's a lot of resources that ask for an exchange, and that's really important because it's your support that keeps me being able to do this work. So I'm not sponsored, I don't have any outside income. Everything that I do and create is able to be done through your support. So if you do enjoy these videos, please consider supporting my work through templeofbalance.com.au. On that note too, I've been doing pretty much most days daily videos for support for the last 6 weeks or more. Can't believe it's been that long. And I'd really like to hear your feedback now, whether I'm considering whether to keep those going just for a little bit longer. That's certainly not going to be coming out forever because they are very time consuming. But if it is something that you find helpful, if you find that you come and look for my videos most days because you're really enjoying that connection and that support, I really love to hear from you. So it's now time for you to voice and vocalize. You can do it through email, you can comment on this video and let me know that how much those videos support you so I can work out if I want to continue those at this time. So we'll be very much gauged on your response, so please let me know. So on that note, I will most likely be in tomorrow for some support of some kind. And there'll be healing events too this week, I forgot to mention, but I think I've talked enough. So if you want to learn more about anything, just visit my website, ask me questions if you need to, and I'll see you again soon. So have a fantastic week ahead, and I will see you next time. So sending you lots of love from my heart to yours. Namaste.